Hey yarn friends, it's me, Llama Mama. Guess what today is? It's Finish It Friday. So with this being the first Friday of the year, today I'm going to go through my elephant over here of my unfinished projects and decide if it's something that I no longer love and I'm going to rip it out, or if it's something that I do want to finish and pick something for today, Friday, to finish over the weekend, or if, other things I'll leave in there, and each Friday I'll be picking something from that to finish it, for Finish It Friday. So let's get started and go through these whips and see what is going to make it for Finish It Fridays. So here in this project bag, I have... Well, no, this was a cake. I think it was a pop. Barnett pop or something like that. I think that's what that yarn was. I'm trying to look up there to see what I have. This was a 10-stitch blanket that I had started. I was originally making this for Elijah, but then I decided I didn't really like it. I wanted to use the thicker yarn to make the Barnett blanket with the Barnett blanket yarn. So I stopped working on this and started the other blanket. I don't want to finish this as a big blanket, but I think I'm right here at the very end. So I can just finish this off and it would be a doll blanket. Yes. Or a mat, placemat, or I think it could be a doll blanket though. So I think I'll finish this and make it a doll blanket. So there we go. And I'll probably just finish that right after this video and get it out of the way, since it only likes about, less than 10 rows. So this is definitely something I will finish today. And Elijah has assisted me today. I appreciate his help. So I don't have to bend over on the floor. He's handing me things and I'm handing them to him. Okay, so in this bag, this project bag, and it's a large bag, it is full of these discs that I have made, all different colors. All these discs, which look like scrubbies, except these were made with Red Heart yarn, no scrubby yarn or cotton. And let's see, this whole bag, oh goodness, this whole bag is just disc. This is a project I'm going to finish because I mentioned it the other day. It is my flower blanket that I'm going to finish. So I made tons of these. I just haven't sewed them together. So that will be something that I will bring out as a new current whip, because like I said, I'm going to finish those blankets this year. So this is something to keep, definitely. Okay, this is a graph thing that I was making. The pattern came from Terry at Yarn Joy Podcast. Was doing a crochet corner to corner graph along, and I asked her permission to do it on a loom, and so I did the square one, which is not here with this one, but I did square one, and this is square two, and I worked on it, and I got busy on other projects that I needed to get done at the time, and then I ended up sick and did not finish this. But if I was to just pull this out and focus on it, I could finish this in one evening. So this is something I'm going to keep. This is the second piece, and then there's one more piece, and I'm going to sew them together and end up making a pillow for the fall. So that's something I'm going to keep, and I will finish that on a very near Finish It Friday. Okay, thank you, Elijah. This is a triangle shawl that I had started a good while back, and I'm making this with the sugar and cream cotton from Michaels. And so I believe this is the thing about when you stop one of these shawls, if you don't know which direction you were going, or if you've made it all the way here and making it back. I think I have not made it all the way around yet. So I think I'm going to finish this. It's a good ways, almost, you know, more than halfway to come on around. Well, actually, it would go back this way because it works like this. So I'm going to finish it. I don't went too far on this to rip it, and I still think it's a great project. So that's something that I will put in the keep pile. Thank you, Elijah. And this project bag, we have a hat that I had started for Dakota. Both my boys will wear the hats that I make, but Dakota likes a fitted beanie, and Elijah likes a slouchy beanie, so they have to have separate beanies. And yes, this is something that I need to finish for Dakota. I was making this with the I Love This yarn. Tin Roof. Oh, that's a neat name. Tin Roof. And I was pairing it with a black, so I'm doing it with 2 strands on this 41 peg loom. So I'm finished with the brim. As you can see, the brim is done. I just need to decide what stitch the hat's going to be and make it. So yes, I need to finish that. Sophia is, let's see if I can turn it slightly, standing here assisting me on this side. Okay, what's this bag? Thank you, Elijah. This bag is lots of balls of all different colors that I'm going to turn into projects. It's not really a unfinished, well, I guess it's an unfinished project. I hadn't finished them, but I just keep these here to make little projects out of in between projects and such. So yes, I'll keep that bag. Okay, and this bag, what do we have? Oh, this is just a skein of yarn for Elijah's blanket. So it's not really an unfinished project. I'm working on that. Right, thank you, Elijah. Okay, this is this is a toddler's size mermaid tail that I just need to finish. It's made with a red heart yarn, 2 strands. I left the top open, and it's a tube to slip in. And I think I have it at the length I want it. I just need to make the tail. So yes, I'll finish that. It'll come back. Okay, this is a stocking that I had started making, and I ended up sick and in the hospital and did not finish it. And then afterwards, I just didn't want to finish it for Christmas because I want to do a tutorial on it, and I didn't want to finish it at the time. So I'll be finishing that later and hopefully doing a tutorial with that. Oh, this is the graph-along or that I showed. This is the first square to that. The second square is an owl, and then the third section of it is a banner that says fall. So I will be finishing that and making a pillow with the 3 pieces sewed together. This is turkey pieces. for a turkey tutorial that I still want to do. I'm just trying to figure out my best video and to do that. And my oldest son Dakota is going to help me with that. This is for... It's a project I had started for towels, and I'm going to finish that, but I'll be showing that. Okay, this is a whole basket that I did like last summer of, some of these are like popsicle cozies, like you stick a popsicle in here, and like that's finished. That one's finished. Here's a mermaid one that's finished. A minion one that I didn't finish. A Elsa that I didn't finish. And then these are mermaids that I was making. That I need to, oh, here's a unicorn popsicle cozy that I didn't quite finish, and these are all mermaid bodies. So I think I'll, Lord, I've forgotten about these because it's been like way over a year since I was working on those, but I think we'll finish these. Probably finish them up before the summer, hopefully. Let's see. This is the body for a monkey, I believe. Yeah, I'll finish this eventually. I'll pull it out and make it into something. Okay, what we got here, Elijah? This is, hand me that blue. Yeah, let's hand me that. Okay, this is a scarf that I had made. And then, of course, it would go all the way around, but... And then this is the Eeyore face that I need to put on it. So I'll have to finish this up with Eeyore's face and then sew it on the scarf here. So it's just an unfinished project that I could easily finish up if I was to pull it out and work on it. Oh, this is a little monster I was going to make. I think I had some of these like in a bunch of different bright colors. I was just going to add a face to them and stuff them and add a little face to them. So lots of little, just little toys. Okay, what do we have here? Here's a little person. Or an animal. Here's another little person or animal. Oh, here's a few hats that I was working on. Arms to somebody. This is a fox glove that I was working on. And here's the fox hat and the raccoon hat. So those are objects I will finish. I just need to finish them. Okay, Elijah. Okay, this is a triangle shawl on the long loom. And let's see. I don't think I quite made it to the end, which is just a few more pegs. And I have plenty of yarn there. So yeah, I'll finish making this. I was trying to check to see how, you know, if I had went down and started back yet, but I don't believe because it's not curved here. So that's a triangle shawl that would be great colors for the fall. So yes, I will be working on that to finish it. I was thinking some of these I might could just, you know, rip out and not have to worry about, but looks like I still love them all. Okay, here's a bunch of dolls I was making. That's going to be a monkey. These are going to be llama dolls. And that's a raccoon. And a fox. And a llama. And another llama. So yes, I basically need to put eyes on these and do the face. And sew the arms on. So that's projects to keep and to pull out. Maybe I can get these done before Valentine's Day. That'll be the goal for them. And this little guy right here, I've kind of finished him, but then I kind of want to make a top hat to go on him. So he's a little octopus. So I want to make a hat to go on him. So he's not quite finished, but I'll finish him up. Alright, this is a camouflage scarf. And I think this was made with the Crafter's Choice from Hobby Lobby. So I think this is finished. I just need to sew the ends down to close them up. So I don't know why I hadn't done that. Because it was in a box and out of mind. Out of sight, out of mind. Yeah. Okay, this is a purse that I've been working on. And I know I've made the straps. I just got to put it together. So, actually, it's gotten snagged some, so I'll see if I can fix the yarn. But anyway, it's a little purse I had made, and I just need to put the straps on that and maybe sew it up. Okay, this is a triangle shawl that I was working on that I need to finish. I was making this for myself, so definitely something that I still love and want to finish. So that's a keeper. Here's a body that I was making for an animal, probably a unicorn or something. So I'll turn it into an animal. Here's a doll that I had started, and I think this was going to be Peaches from Mario. Is that right, Elijah? So I think I'm going to I'll make her a skirt and end up finishing her. I think I made her arms already. Somewhere. No. Here's another purse I was working on. I need to sew up the bottom. So I see a lot of these projects is just, the project is done. I just need to finish the project. So, yes. Here's another purse I was making that I need to make straps for. And actually I'm putting some flowers and leaves on the outside, and I've got those made. I've just got to sew them on. That's the worst part for me, is to sew the pieces together. Like, I'll loom knit it. I just need somebody to sew the pieces on. Sew the pieces all together to finish it off. That's just tedious for me. This is this is for someone, so I don't want to show this project since it's for someone that might see the podcast. This was going to be a Frida Kahlo pillow, and I think I'm going to rip it. Huh? I think I'll rip this out. I'm not going to keep going with that. Changed my mind. It was just one night, late one night, I thought about that and then thought, I think I'll do something different. Okay, this is a watermelon hat. And actually I have some beads to sew on this for seeds. Or either black yarn, whatever I do, but I did buy beads for it. So that's something I can just finish up. I think this hat's finished. It just needs to be tied up at the top. Look at that yarn. If it fits me, I'll probably keep that for myself. This is a project that did not make it. I don't know. I still need to work with this. I don't know if you could guess what this is. It's kind of like an apron with the string around the back. I was making this to go on dish soap bottles. You know, I used to see those like crocheted a long time ago. And I was just going to try to loom knit some. And I'm not sure if I really like the design or how it was turning out. But that's just, you just slip it on the soap dish bottle like that. And it would hang there for like a dress or an apron or something. So that's a questionable design. Here's a hat that I need to sew some flowers on the outside of it. So I could finish that. I believe this is finished. I don't think I might have been going to put a tassel on it. I think I was going to hang a tassel on this. But it's just a little purse. For a little kid's purse. So yeah, I think I'll just add a little tassel to it and it'll be done. This is a nightmare. This is probably like the ugliest thing I ever tried to make. And I tried doing it in E-wrap, which I should have known better. But anyway, it's a doll this way. And then if you turn it and pull the dress down, it would be a doll this way. And like I said, I did that in E-wrap, so it's quite ugly. But I don't know. I'm not going to finish this. I would remake it in U-knit, a U-wrap knit, but I'm not finishing that. Here's some dolls I made, some rag dolls. She might be finished. I think she had a little purse with her that's probably in the box, but just a rag doll I had made. I think she's finished. She just needs her purse. I think I just left her in there because I wasn't finished with all the girls. So she's definitely a keeper and kind of a finished keeper. Okay, so here's a llama that I made. Do you see the other side of this? So here's a llama that I had made. It turned out good. I can either sew this on a blanket or I can put it on the other side, put the other side on it and make a little pillow, because I do have a very large one that I made of this. A large llama. Can you pass me that llama, Elijah? So I can show what this, I have the face and the other pieces made, I know. This is my large llama that I had made that won first place in the fair. But anyway, so that's what this pink one was. It's a little bit smaller than that one. I made a new pattern for it, made it smaller. So I don't know if I'll sew that onto a blanket or make it into a little pillow. Here is a llama that I was making. But I wasn't happy with the floppy neck. It ended up too floppy, so kind of a failed design. It needed something in there to keep the neck stiff, but then, you know, a kid really couldn't be cuddly and all with it with a rod in there, I guess. But I did all the legs, and that's 8 legs, and stuffed them and sewed them on. So if anybody has ideas about what to do with the little floppy llama, let me know. Well, this is something I was making before I knew what I was doing. I still don't know what I'm doing, but anyway. Oh, I think it goes like this. And it was going to be a horse or a unicorn. I ended up with a better design. Like this, I tried this, but it just, no. I need to do something different with that. Okay, this is a doll I was working on. And I definitely think I can finish her up. It's a doll with a skirt. So I'll definitely be finishing her. Do you have any idea what this is? I don't know what this is. It's a tube. That's all I know. I don't know what I was making. I don't know what it is. So I'll probably just look at it and see what I can figure out. I could make this. I could make a doll, and that'd be the skirt. So I might do something like that, or I could make it a plastic bag holder. Elijah's laughing at me. I don't know. I'll find some use for it if I pull it out for Finish It Friday. Okay. Here's another doll I was making. And she has a lot of hair, and so her head's pretty heavy. So I don't know what to do about that. And I hadn't finished her face. But she's just a rag doll. So I need to finish her. Do something about her floppy head. Okay, here's an infinity scarf that I was making, and I made this out of a cake, and it just turned out really pretty. I had started this yarn as a hat, and then decided that I didn't love it as a hat. So then I made it into a this infinity scarf, which I just need to match up these ends perfectly and sew them together. So that's something that would be an easy finish. Elijah just pulled out a wad of arms and different parts to dolls and such. It's tangled up, so he said we're skipping it. Okay, here's something that another one of my designs that I ended up not being quite happy with. It's a baby toy, like on a ring and a head, and it was going to be a unicorn. It's a little too floppy, not quite stiff enough. So it was a failed design, but I think it's a good idea. It just needs to be reworked. What do you guys think? Any ideas? How to rework that and make that where it's not quite so floppy. Okay, what else we got? And the rest of the box is just doll pieces, arms for dolls, and what else, Elijah? Like, let me see that right there in the corner, the blue and the white. Yeah, just a little doll that I need to put a face on and finish it. decide what he is. Is he a Yeti or what? And just put a face on it and say it's finished. So, yeah, he's digging through the box here. The rest of it is just pieces for arms and legs and such. So, oh, hand me that doll right there. Yeah. Here's another doll I was making, and her eyes are not pink, that's pins, where I was going to put her eyes, but I love her hair. Ain't that cute? So I just need to sew her legs up and probably put a little skirt on her. So that's something that I'll finish. So I guess I only had 2 things that I'm not going to finish out of that whole box. But it really wasn't as bad as it looked because it was just piled with bags. So they were taking up a lot of room. What, Elijah? Alright, put that back and let's see. So I'm going to finish off that blanket today. And since that's really, really short and doesn't have much to it, I'm going to pick another project for Finish It Friday also. So that's what I'm going to do every Friday. I won't go back through this box again. I'll just pick a project and for Finish It Friday. But thanks for hanging out with me today and going through my projects with me. And if you have ideas for the floppy heads that I showed, I'd love to hear about it. Hear what your suggestion is, how to fix that, and what to do. I think Sophia might be trying to tell me she needs to go outside. Do you need to go outside? Yeah. Is it time to go outside? I better go. Thanks for hanging out with me today, and I'll see you later. Bye-bye.